Shorty aunt got the
The
hookup. She
girl
like a booking agent.
Sydney Star? That's the
You
girl
heard,
boy.
John?
That's the boy. He started the boy.
Huh?
That's the one that came out and said that he fucked her.
Word.
Who fuck what? Oh,
She
man.
said, Sydney Star said Tristan Thompson smash.
Oh my God, they be coming for Tristan Thompson.
You got knocked the fuck out, man.
Yeah, I'm in go mode, go. Yeah, I'm in go mode.
Welcome to a new episode of the OSA Out of Shape All-Stars episode. What episode is this of the new season?
I don't even know.
4. We have
4?
4.
54.
Episode 4. Overall, episode 54.
Overall, 54, episode 4 of season 2. Now, as you can see, it's only 4 of us today. Everybody's a little bit of everywhere. You know, life is happening around us. Look at our faithful host is back. You know, looking like Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Looking like Adam Sandler, looking Jewish, real Jewish. Right now.
Ashkenazi though.
Okay,
Ashkenazi.
okay,
They're the darker ones.
Gotcha. You definitely looking like that then. But Eddie is back, so welcome back. Kev was supposed to be here last week, but what happened, Kev?
I was going through some shit, bro.
He was going through some shit. So
you got it again?
Yeah.
What Johnny did to start the episode?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah.
Exactly. But Drew's supposed to be back, supposed to be here later. DQ, we'll see. He's currently still in the hospital, but he's been trying to troop up and make it. But, you know, he in the hospital, he's doing what he can. So we'll see. And maybe we might have our reliever, Mariano, come through. We'll see. But let's get this show started. Like always, brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. The only person that need to be introduced or needs an introduction is our host with the most, Eddie Horchata. The rest of us is here. So let's get into the open run. And because Eddie Horchata is here, Eddie, kick us off with what's going on in the world of MLB.
Well, Johnny, are you still panicking?
Not so much, but
Exactly.
But there's still pitching.
Still
Relax, John. Relax. The point is the Yankees are doing much, much better. Luke Voigt is officially back as of today. Stanton's got like a 15, 16 game hitting streak right now?
Yeah. Yo, what's actually crazy is me and John got a chance to go to the second game of the home stretch where they won 7 or 8 out of 10.
Who were they playing?
And they were playing the Tigers the day that we went. But the whole point of what I'm about to say is I saw them win a game without a home run, and they won the game 6-4. Like
they played baseball.
Like 1 or 2 dinks and dunks, but it was base hits, doubles.
That's fucking boring.
No, the other team hit some home runs, so it was a good.
Also, there was a home run. It just wasn't no Yankees.
Yeah, the Yankees hitting and they won the game. Like that was.
I could hit like 3 home runs that game.
Yeah.
Now I'm not the avid baseball fan, but I do peek my head in every now and then. I see the OG Albert Pujols is looking for a home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, he got cut.
Yeah, and everybody sent their sympathy. So
everyone's
pretty upset.
And that's how I actually saw it. I saw it on Twitter where it went like crazy. Everybody was saying like, Albert he's still good enough to be on the team, although he's probably like 80. But
he's listed as 41, but I'm pretty sure he's like 46 because earlier in the season there was a lie. He's also Dominican.
Yeah,
they lie about our age all the time.
All the time. So, but with the season going the way it is, where do you guys see could be a good home for Albert for the season?
I think you should go to a team that like is a contender at this point because Albert he played his whole career. He's got 1 or 2 rings, right? Because he won 1 with the Cardinals. No. He won 1 with the Cardinals. So at this point,
so he got the ring out the way.
He got the ring, but he's definitely like maybe 2nd, 3rd ballot Hall of Famer. I'm not sure if he's going to be he's
first
ballot Hall of Famer.
First ballot. That's a first ballot.
He will be, but you know how baseball is. The writers are they're annoying. They'll find something.
Baseball's always different, but I think he's first ballot.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know how the baseball works, but I'm saying based on his name, what he's contributed to baseball, and again, me not being a baseball fan,
Has he
To
had
me,
any
he
scandals
sounds like
in Ed or no?
I think there was like early on they were talking about like he was like involved in like the steroid scandal, but I'm
right.
pretty sure he
He
pretty
was
much dodged it.
he was a part of that era, but he wasn't really
He was
Part of
glued.
that
He
era.
wasn't glued, right? He
Yeah.
wasn't glued to the
was
the
it
In
steroids
the
like everybody
when
else.
I don't remember when it was. I think it was like 2015 or 2016 where somebody leaked that there was like over 250 players, and again there were rumors that his name was in there, but somehow he got his name cleared.
You know what's crazy though? When the steroid era shit was happening, they were talking about all the players that was like, no cooking allegedly due to steroids.
Mm-hmm.
I saw on one time on ESPN a bunch of bum ass niggas who was on the roids that didn't do anything.
Yeah, because you still need the skill, bro.
Game didn't change, didn't get better. They just got bigger. But niggas was still ass.
Yo, you still need the skill set. You still need the hand-eye coordination. You still need the skill set.
Yeah, because
most of the players that are using like HGH and stuff over there.
That's the appeal of these performance-enhancing drugs to enhance your performance. And
right.
taking these performance-enhancing drugs and not performing.
So the whole thing is a complete contradiction. Then it's like, yo, you saying you're only doing well because you're taking this enhancement, but it's like, look, you see this group of niggas over here, these niggas ain't doing a damn thing, and they on the same horse tranquilizer or whatever it is that niggas supposed to be taking this shit.
Quick fact check too, it was about 4 years ago, former Cardinals slugger Jack Clark suggested on a radio talk show host that he knew that Pujols would use steroids, a threatened lawsuit, and a few months later Clark rejected his statement, apologizing and explained that he misspoke. So there was like a rumbling, but like I said, it went away.
Yeah, and again, like I said, he was definitely prevalent in that era, but he wasn't attached to the steroids. Like,
oh yeah, he was always a big dude. I mean, he was known as Fat Albert.
You will attach Pujols to like the post-steroid era. That, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that next era that was after the steroid era, that next era, you could attach Pujols to that era.
Yeah.
Whatever they call that era. You know, they usually have names for this, but I would say the post-steroid era, you could attach him. He was one of the faces of baseball in the post-steroid.
And also, it might be belated, but happy belated birthday to Willie Mays. Just was recently his birthday. He's like
birthday, for sure.
1006 or something like that. But one of the greats, you know, one of the original OGs to break the color barriers. So yeah, happy belated to Willie Mays. Also, congratulations to the pitcher for the no-hitter. What was the name? From the Reds.
Wade Miley. So it's the fourth no-hitter.
It was two no-hitters since we filmed the episode. Another no-hitter happened after we filmed last week.
Gotcha.
You're talking about the seven inning no-hitter?
No, means from Baltimore.
Oh, right. You're right. So that was the fifth no-hitter. So there's a lot of no-hitters, huh?
It is. So we had two no-hitters that since our last episode.
Yeah. So 5 no-hitters in this short season. So I think I said this last time. I said this the first no-hitter or the second no-hitter that we got. I said so a couple of years ago that baseball was accused of the juiced ball era. Where they were saying there was a lot of home runs in it. Right. Now there's a lot of no hitters. What do you think they did to the baseball this time, huh?
Right.
Add a couple stitches.
But how would you cheat?
You never seen the Mythbusters? You never seen Mythbusters?
I don't watch anything about baseball.
But you got, there's the pitchers always wear like, tar on the inside of their on their neck, on the inside of their hat, inside their glove. It gives you a little bit more spin. It gives you a little bit more torque where you can make the ball kind of curve a little bit more. If you wind that ball a little looser, maybe add a couple of stitches here and there.
Okay.
Maybe at the end of the day, niggas is not doing that right now because the lights and like people are really watching them and monitoring them, but a lot of officials that have been in the game for a long time and like people that call the games and shit like that, they're upset. Why there's so many no hitters? Like this is not even gonna be like such an honorary thing anymore going forward. It's like,
so are they saying bad
hate? Like,
because are they saying it's bad batting versus good pitching?
No, they're not really making that argument. They're really just bitching.
Because again,
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what would be a reason to bitch, because it's like, oh, everybody's doing it. It doesn't mean anything anymore. But is there? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the reason behind it? Is it like bad betting, or is it just
you know what makes you feel like the smallest person in the world? Yeah, you know what makes you like feel like the smallest person in the world?
What's that?
Striking out, looking. That's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These dudes just trying to produce. You know,
Right.
they get mad, especially like, and again with umpiring and stuff. Also shout out Angel Hernandez, who blew another call against the Royals, threw away the hitting coach and then the manager, and then threw the pitcher out because the pitcher actually threw him out. He got the balk right, but I think it was Jose Ramirez against the Indians. The ball definitely hit the bat, and then the catcher caught it, so he should have been out.
Yeah.
Then he called a balk, which was the right call. It was definitely a balk. And then Ramirez ended up scoring, so then the pitcher lost his fucking mind and he got thrown out too. So, but again, it's the officiating too, right? So it's like especially if you're like a hitter, it's very frustrating to like get a ball that you think is a ball. And again, most of the people can see, like us watching from home, we could tell it's a ball. Yeah. And then the pitchers are already good in this league. Hitters are already good in this league. They don't need any help. You know what I mean? Like, don't give them any help. Right. And again, if you're going to call it in one spot, call it always. So it's very, very frustrating. So again, it's players being divas too.
Right, but with all the good pitching happening in baseball, I know Jacob DeGrom is leading in the ERA, and Shane Bieber is leading in the K. Who is you guys front runners for Cy Young winner right now? Front runners right now, just early predictions.
DeGrom just hit the 10.
Yeah, he's hurt currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cy Young front runners.
I would say another pitcher that's really good that he's talked about a lot, but we don't have his name a lot in the pod is Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer's, yeah.
And also he just completed a accolade. He got his 100th game with 10 plus strikeouts.
I think I did him on the star bench cutting. Y'all might have cut him. Like all of y'all might have cut him.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna have to run the film back.
I have to go look back at the episode. I'm kind of sure that I put him on a star bench cut.
But
I'm gonna have to look.
Put him with.
Again, this was last season, so
he was still good last season. Also, I'm just saying it depends on who you put him in the.
Yeah. I got the name sounds real familiar. So
he's a really, really good pitcher.
Yeah.
And
what team is he? Braves?
Nationals.
National. Okay.
I mean, you said the top two really that are like in the front runners, or the top two front runners really in Bieber and DeGrom, but like obviously Garrett Cole can sneak in there. This kid Miley could sneak in there. Musgrove can sneak in there.
Just know the AL Cy Young and there's NL Cy Young. So
yeah. But I'm saying there's plenty of guys that can definitely, especially with DeGrom. We don't know how serious this injury is with DeGrom, so
yeah.
We'll have to wait and see.
All right. Any other baseball MLB takes? Anything else going on?
I think that's all of it. Yeah, what do you got, John?
The relief pitcher from the Brewers, Josh Hader, fastest to 400 strikeouts.
Oh, one thing in baseball, New York baseball. If you want to go to a free Brooklyn Cyclones game, all you have to do is get your vaccine.
Where? At the stadium? Oh, also, I believe Yankee Stadium,
Yankee Stadium.
and City. If you got it there,
you can go for free.
Yeah, if you get it at the stadium.
Oh wow, that's dope. But
I think if you got it there, because they're not still giving the vaccine anymore. There.
I saw.
Or if you got it there.
I saw it on News 12 today. Our mayor.
Where are they gonna put you in there?
He was discussing a bunch of different places. They had they had the Botanical Garden, a bunch of different places that's allowing people to come free of charge if you have proof of vaccination.
Oh, that's lit.
And
they're really trying to get us to. You hear that, John?
So
they really.
You said the Bronx Zoo?
Yeah, the Bronx Zoo, the Botanical Garden. I know the Brooklyn Cyclones. Mm-hmm. I think the Brooklyn Aquarium as well.
I think what needs to happen is Kennedy Fried Chicken needs to give out vaccines and tell John that they're gonna get free chicken with the vaccination. I think John will sign up immediately.
John in there early.
That's something I'll contemplate, but
but if they give Knicks playoff tickets, then I'll get my vaccine, which is going to move me into our next segment, NBA. Now we got.
I'm not gonna lie. Quick thing.
What happened?
We're gonna get to the point where they're gonna force the vaccine on you, so they can offer all this nice stuff now, but it's gonna get to the point that
I was and Troy, your homie, I saw he posted on IG. He was talking about the SUNYs and the CUNY schools are opening, but it's mandatory that you be vaccinated to attend on campus classes. So he seemed a bit upset. I don't know if he's not
a fan of the vaccine.
Oh, got you. I thought he was in school or something. His dumb ass ain't in school, so I don't know why he upset. But I guess because he's not a fan of the vaccine. Makes sense. But moving on to the NBA.
So force it in one place and
yeah,
everywhere else.
They definitely gonna do it. But NBA, man, we down to our last week of the regular season. Play-in kicks off next week, May 18th, and it's looking like there's gonna be some really good matchups. We still got some teams in the limbo. We still got some teams that's outside of the 10 on the cusp of making it, like the Bulls are playing the Nets right now. They're trying to get Washington for that 10 spot because Bradley Beal down. So Washington's been on a decline. So Bulls trying to sneak in there. Pelicans are still trying to get up on the Spurs and regardless on the West. But then we might have a LA Lakers Golden State Warriors play-in game. Johnny.
Oh, lit.
Did we talk about how LeBron's being a baby about this now?
Bron's been a baby about everything. Yeah, Drew didn't want to say it, but no, because Drew, I'm like, yo, Drew, this some bitch ass shit, right? It took all of him to admit, but he knew LeBron ain't had no issues with it until they dropped.
Exactly.
Now he against it. Everybody need to be fired and all this goofy shit.
Yeah, I love how he was like, yeah, this is great. This is great for the game when he was the number 1 seed.
Right,
and
exactly.
Now he could get bounced out by like a 9th seed. He's like, oh, no, fuck this. This shit is stupid.
So, again,
good hands. AD looked like he's getting healthy. And then, we get LeBron back. Lakers will be fine.
They were supposed to play where they're playing the Knicks tonight, but LeBron was supposed to come back, but he's not playing. As you guys know, we shoot on Tuesday. But their next game is when they'll be putting up the banners for the championship against the Rockets. LeBron is supposed to be back for that game. Coincidence, John? No, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. Possibly.
Maybe. Who knows? But
not too much of a fan, man.
Who knows?
But if we get a Golden State Lakers play-in game, John, do you think can you see Golden State taking out the Lakers early?
They want to take the Lakers out because the way the playing format is, it'll just make.
They'll move to the 8th, right?
Yeah. So then they will have to play the number 1 seed in the West. But in a 1-game thing, in the play-in, it'll still be a dangerous game for them.
I don't know why you muted, Kev.
Yo, I muted myself because I was crumbling the bag closed.
Oh.
Just give us let me be able to.
Yeah, I thought it was on.
Nah.
Allow. Unmute themselves. Yeah. It should be on.
But the Lakers, Curry could get hot and torch the Lakers for that one
good.
game.
All right. Good.
Knock up the 7th seed.
Yeah.
But most definitely the Lakers should be worried. In a sense, if they really worried about being the 8th seed team. The Warriors is probably the only team I can see beating the Lakers in a play-in game. No, that's the only team I can see beating them. Other than that, the other player team is not going to beat the Lakers. So the Lakers not really in true danger of missing the playoffs. It's just then they lose that playing game. They'll be 8th seed and they'll play Phoenix Suns.
Either Phoenix or Denver around that area. First round.
Utah's still number 2, right? Denver's like number 3-ish. Utah's still up there.
Utah's, I think, is number 1. Back to number 1.
It'll be Utah. I believe it'll be like.
Fact check. Utah's number 1.
Yeah.
So between those two, I know Clippers is at number 3.
Right.
Yeah, Clippers are at 3. Nuggets are at 4. Mavs are at 5. Blazers at 6. Lakers at 7. Warriors at 8. Grizz at 9.
And then Spurs is 10. That's the last for the play-in.
Yeah. And then we missed the Suns, but they're at the 2 seed.
But again, so like I said, Pelicans are still Zion is out for the rest of the season.
Unfortunate, man.
Unfortunate, man. But I want to talk about the way Zion is played. Like New Orleans has been contending that they've been complaining all season, their management and their coaching, that because he's such a dominant figure, he doesn't get a lot of the calls that most players will get. We are in the soft NBA era, but Zion being such a man amongst men, but he's a man. But
he's still young.
But he's still a child. He's like 20 years
amazing.
old and shit. He's like 20, but they still like, he's a fucking man amongst men. But he doesn't get a lot of calls that most people will get in this era. So the issues has been coming up that we continue to let this happen, he's going to get hurt. He got hurt. So the New Orleans organization is upset that they've been complaining and nothing's happened. And, they're upset. They star players. So, Kev, would you say from the games that you've watched that New Orleans should just shut the fuck up and play ball, or is Zion unfairly not giving the calls that most players would be given?
I feel like they should shut the fuck up and play ball. He ain't got no tenure yet. He needs to just hoop.
Yeah.
And then work around whatever missed calls he's not getting. If he got to lean into people like a little bit more, let him do that.
He got to do the Shaq. He got to do the Shaq.
Got to continue dominating. That's it.
He got to Shaq. He got to start hitting. He got to start He got to start doing the Karl Malone high elbows.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna give him a tech.
Right, but even with that, but now motherfuckers know I'm throwing
they
the
know
elbow.
he swings.
I'm swinging. Come near. I'm gonna knock your teeth out. You come near me, because again, even LeBron used to have these issues. I think LeBron gets more calls now, but when LeBron was especially Miami in the first Cleveland reign, he didn't get a lot of calls because of how strong he is. It's like, yo, you strong as hell. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, take it. And I think that's what's happening to Zion, because again, he's playing against these 10-time pros, but he's a naturally fucking specimen of a man, and he's a boy still. So it's like they like, yo, your little ass, we gonna hit you every time. Get the fuck up. Especially like niggas like Draymond. They ain't with that shit. They gonna knock you down every time. I don't get 2 fucks. But the contradiction becomes is like, yo, NBA is trying to protect their players, protect their stars. Zion's supposed to be one of those stars for the future. Why isn't he getting the same protection that these other superstar level and other players of that caliber?
He's a star on the rise. He's on the rise. He's not established, so he has to. I guess that's in a way letting him know you got to earn this. You ain't
right.
Right.
So. Earn your keep first and shit. Because this is his what, third year?
Second
year.
Second year.
Yeah. So second year, but he's had a few injuries in his tender. So it's like.
But it's also them playing it safe for him. I'm pretty sure he could come back.
Yeah.
Play. Time.
Because this injury is like a broken finger or some shit like that.
Yeah. Man, Kobe was playing with fractured fingers.
Man,
he popped it back in.
Man, you see Kobe fingers like bent the hell up, like twisted around.
Looking like Torrey Holt's fingers.
Facts. That ass look like just like Torrey Holt. Right, tie them shits together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how Kobe.
Put the wedge on it to keep it straight. And
that's on his shooting hand too. Like Kobe had it on his shooting hand.
Yeah, not everybody's Kobe, John.
Yeah, I mean everybody not Kobe.
Obviously, but it's just like it sets a standard. Like, bro, it's a finger to play. It's crazy. You can still run, jump, and you can still dribble and dunk with that.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Zion, start throwing up.
Like, it's different when you can't walk. It's like, shit, you can't walk or you can't move your arm completely.
Nah, no excuses, bro. T.O. played with a broken leg.
But that was one game. That was one game.
This is my favorite move in basketball.
That was one game, and they already did the surgery and put screws in his leg. So
you catch this, I'm hit you right in your ribs. You ain't gonna even be able to play no more because you can't breathe once I hit you right in your fucking ribs. So Zion do that. But congratulations to Westbrook, the Brody.
Triple double king.
Broke Oscar Roberts record.
I had that on my notes for open run. I was like, ties Oscar. Then after
I had that. I had it right. I had
scratched off,
and then I scratched it, and then it's like broke.
But what's crazy is he broke it in like seriously record time, like 900 something games, and it took Oscar like what 11,000, 1,200 something games.
Yeah,
what's more impressive is that Russell's doing it against guys that look like him.
No,
well, black people.
Yeah,
modern time.
But see, the people say that, but at the same token, this is the scoring era. So
yeah, true. Also, I'm not sure if basketball was like the NBA where they didn't count like certain things, like they didn't account for certain stats.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Assists, I don't know. Like, rebounds, I think counted points, and I don't know what wouldn't count. Like steals, I think counted.
Maybe steals. Steals counted.
Yeah, I think Oscar just didn't do it as fast as Russ did. Like honestly, but again, with this, Ed, do you think this makes Russ the Brody a automatic first ballot Hall of Famer, or do we need a ring to solidify his place?
I mean, I think so, right? I mean, it's only fair. Like, and again, people are gonna get on him though and be like, "Well, he never got one." If he does never get one,
right.
Hopefully one day he does. But I think, I mean, if he gets one eventually, I mean, what he's got like at least 5-6 more years left in the tank.
Probably.
If he keeps playing,
probably got a little bit more.
Yeah, so I'm sure eventually he'll get one. I don't think anybody will be mad at him if he ring chases. I mean, because obviously he stuck it out and with Oklahoma City, stuck it out as much as he could in Houston, and now he ended up on the fucking Wizards.
He gonna wake up in the offseason like, now I get it. Like,
right?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. So, and I don't think anybody will get mad at him. So hopefully he will get one. But no problem. Yeah.
Bro, need to come to Cali. You need to go to once LeBron retire. AD needs another person. Come to Cali. You know that's where he's from. Come to Cali. Join the Lakers. Be a part of Showtime. And then
I can see that.
He about to be a part of the big three next year. LeBron ain't going nowhere. He about to just move to the Lakers. AD, LeBron.
Right. Exactly. LeBron might play another 4 or 5 more years and shit at his rate. But yeah, that's my NBA take. Play-in is kicking off again. John, you got some more NBA?
I got one too.
One more thing. Anthony Edwards, first teenager since AD and LeBron.
Oh yeah.
45 and 5.
Yeah, that was dope.
So
still ain't fucking with Melo, but
he had an impressive thing. But I don't know, Dad. I'm with you that Melo should be rookie of the year, but Anthony Edwards has a solid rookie campaign and he played more games, so it's gonna be tough again.
Just look at the finesse that Melo has, bro.
I'm with you. I'm just saying, Anthony Edwards. This might be one of the closest rookie races since Melo and LeBron.
My rookie card comes tomorrow too. I'm excited. I made sure that you need a signature for that shit because you just dropped that shit off of my door. I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah. Speaking
of places not doing signatures no more right now.
Yeah, they'll just ask you your name. They need to see you.
Yeah. You need to see me and understand that I need this. So.
Yeah, well, until like you're gonna be in the bathroom and then he gonna knock on the door for like by the time you're trying to finish it up, wipe up, you run to the door, there'll be a sticker on there and be like, "We were here," and you're like, "Damn, son."
I hate when that shit happens.
But speaking of balls, the two balls,
played against each
Lonzo and LaMelo played against each other. That was cool.
Dope.
Fighting for the ball.
Big bro, love bro.
Yeah, definitely felt like growing up and stuff, right? Obviously, big brother, little brother, they're chasing after the ball. Also, speaking of more balls, Luka Doncic just likes hitting dudes in the balls, huh?
Oh yeah, he just caught.
Nah, he dirty. He dirty. I've seen that.
He does that all the time though.
That was Saxon.
That was unintentional. You clearly see him look like.
He looked and went. Beep.
Yeah, he had Saxon and nuts. He like what he say after the I knew I did something, but I didn't think I hit that low or some shit he said.
Like he said something funny.
But he purposely turned around, stared at that man's dick and said, "I'm aiming for that." Ugh.
Yep.
Hit him right in the dick. So, but again, playoffs, play-in is kicking off real soon. I love to play in, regardless of the complaints we've been getting from Luka, from LeBron. I think the play-in gives the playoffs just a little bit more oomph.
Yeah, it's a little fun.
A little fun. Right before.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun until the Lakers fucking lose.
And again,
John gonna hop on this probably like that shit was stupid, bro.
Nah, I like the play-in.
Again, they
I'm
in
pretty
it.
sure a lot of other people would jump on the pod and say.
And again,
otherwise.
and you never see players play like generally without the play-in. They don't play this intense this late in the season. Everybody starts to get real lax.
Slow it down.
Start to slow it down. You start to see people start taking games off. The play-in is making their ass play the entire season, although it's a shortened season, but every game counts now. Like ain't no days out because you slip into that play-in and your ass might slip out and be at 11, and then it's quiet. Tell Liz we love her too.
They said they love you. She said thanks.
That's horrible.
She said she's kidding. Love you guys too.
But yeah, so the play I fucks with the play-in, but that's gonna kick off real soon. Any other NBA takes?
NBA? Nah, I think Jaylen Brown out for the season.
Right, he got a broke finger, thumb, or something.
Nah, he has a torn ligament in his wrist.
Oh, it's okay.
That's better.
Yeah, that's a lot worse though. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot worse.
Unfortunately, and he had a really good season. It's unfortunate his season ended like that, but he just had a real
because you tie a ligament in your wrist, you can't move your fucking hand, right? Like
yeah, dog.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is that you can't be therapeutic and shit. You know what I mean?
Got to switch it up. Switch hitter.
Yeah, got to do the stranger.
Word, the stranger, man. Hey,
oh, you can do the Dutch runner, but you know that's.
Hey,
You said, hold on. You said do the what?
He said the Dutch rudder.
What is? Oh, okay.
So it's basically I go here and then you just massage my arm. You just massage my arm.
Okay, all right.
You know, no one's touching anybody.
There might be some kids in the car listening to our pod.
If they are,
I got What movie is that?
A Dutch rudder
I got that in my head.
Jack and Mary make a porno.
Right.
No. A Dutch rudder is when you go to the store and I'm trying to make this clean. You go to the store and you get a lollipop. There you go.
Got it.
That's what a Dutch rudder is. It's usually a Dutch man, but you have to go into a Dutch bodega, which there aren't many.
Got it. But somebody holds the lollipop for you while you lick it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, yo.
Exactly. Actually, no, you hold the lollipop.
Okay. No, somebody holds your wrist.
They hold your wrist. Yeah, exactly.
And while you eat the lollipop. Moving on. What's going on in the NFL now? We know Aaron's been having this issue with the Packers. Do we see Aaron playing with the Packers next season?
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, but I think the funniest part for me is because I work with a Vikings fan.
Okay.
Like, this dude, any other time of the year, is like, yo, F8, yo, like
I said this last week.
Bro, this kid is such a diehard fan. I come over to the front desk. I'm like, yo, what you watching? He like, yo, I'm watching any story that come out on ESPN about him possibly leaving.
Yo, I said this last week. He needs to pull a Brett Favre. Go to the Jets.
Yeah, go to the Jets for 1 year.
And then come over to the side.
No, what he's got to do, he's got to do it right. What he's got to do is he's got to go to the Jets for 1 year, catch a sexual allegation, not care that he plays for the New York Jets, then go to the Vikings, then retire a few times,
right? Then
eventually go to San Francisco, then retire again, and then just do Wrangler commercials. And then also be very, 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 very opinionated about Black Lives Matter and how you should stand for the national anthem.
Right.
Because that's what Brett's doing now. He's got to keep up with him.
I don't care what he does after, but if Aaron do a year in the Jets, I can deal with Kirk another season if we're gonna get Aaron for 2. I'm not mad at that.
Hey, I won't be mad either. If he could teach Zach Wilson a few things here too,
exactly.
I'll be all right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Also, Jaguars.
Tim Tebow.
Signing.
Tebow's finally back in the NFL.
Look, this bothers me.
Why does this bother you?
Look, how can someone be so fucking mediocre and get chance after chance after chance after chance after chance? Like he's not good. He's not good. That's a spot that you should be giving to somebody else.
I understand that, but my man Tebow did not get a fair shake.
What do you mean? with the Broncos.
The
Broncos did him dirty. Obviously, letting him go after he took them to a playoff game and won one for them.
The Broncos did him dirty in the most best way you could do somebody dirty.
He went 8-2 in the regular season.
And they replaced him with someone you can't argue. Oh yeah, we're just gonna grab him, man. Can't say nothing about that. I'm gonna do you dirty.
Then he became a baseball player. How'd he do? How'd he do when he played baseball? Was he good?
Probably not.
Look, this is a ticket grab.
He's not even
like,
a good.
This is just so you can. Oh, he's not. He's not even good at that. The guy. Have you heard his speeches before? Like when he played for the Gators.
Yeah, I heard that one speech that everybody talked.
Oh my god! I mean, the guy. I don't know, man. I don't like Tebow.
I'm not mad at it. Like I like seeing players get another shake or whatever. My whole thing with the Jaguars,
a fourth chance.
Yeah, my whole thing with the Jaguars though, they got a deep ass tight end team, and Tebow ain't never played the position. He just Tim Tebow. So it's like,
he's there to sell tickets. To sell tickets.
Sell tickets.
He's here to play more than
Urban Meyer. And
that's what I'm about to say. Urban, his guy, he can do the
who you know.
He do the shit that the Saints do with the other white boy.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom.
Yeah, there'll be packages for him.
Type of thing and shit. But I've seen a lot on social media and a lot of players in the league outraged, saying like, again, what you just said, Ed, there's a lot of more qualified players that actually have experience at the position that needs a job. There's a lot of people talking, the cap talk, where it's like, Tebow got a job, but Cap can't get a job. My only issue with that is Tebow ain't playing quarterback. So that's
you have to really sacrifice what he played to get.
Of course. But I mean, they just drafted Trevor Lawrence. Of course he's not going to play quarterback.
Right. No, but so when I'm saying in regards to the people that's been talking, the Kaepernick swing and shit, like, I can see it because if Tebow was brought in to play quarterback when Tebow wasn't the best of quarterback and Cap ain't getting a chance, then it's like, okay, I can see the argument, but Tebow ain't playing QB, playing tight end, and he probably do a little bit of Swiss Army knife type shit. But
yeah, and I think we're kind of like blowing this out of proportion. I mean, he's on the 76-man roster. I think it's 76 until it turns into 53. He still hasn't made it to the full 53-man roster.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. Who knows? He might not even make the fucking team. Who knows? Right. I think Urban just probably gave him a shot.
Because that's
probably
his boy.
suck. Urban's gonna either put him on the practice squad or fucking cut. So I don't know why we're giving this too much.
Also,
it's breaking news.
It's one of the biggest stories in football right now. Other than,
but I think we're overthinking it. Is what I mean. Yeah. Is what I'm trying to say.
The NFL schedule is being released. Also,
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Well, as when this episode released,
right? It'll be a day after.
The day after.
Yeah. Right.
Schedule.
So you guys know it already. So tell us what you think of these matchups. These matchups are sick, dude.
It's fire.
Fucking dope matchup.
Episode 5 next week.
Yo, it's crazy, man. Yo, do you know that the Giants are gonna play the Cowboys twice this year? Fucking wild, dude.
Yo, and I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see that the Sentinels versus the Sharks, man, in that special game. You know what I'm saying? Washington Sentinels gotta get it any given Sunday.
Yeah. No, I got it. Yeah. There's some pretty cool matchups though, right? I think the 1 is playing the 2 in the draft, so Jaguars Jets, that should be fun. First overall quarterback, second overall quarterback. I think there's a Super Bowl rematch too. So it's Brady versus the Patriots is going to happen, I think, as well. So yeah, we just don't know when that's happening.
Now last week you guys wasn't here, Ed and Kev. We did our draft grades, but quickly, give us y'all F and A for the draft. Since y'all weren't here last week, I'm giving y'all the opportunity to give us your F and A. F and A.
I'll let Kev go first.
F and A for the draft.
Because I know he's about to disrespect, so I'll let him go first.
Why would I disrespect?
To give the Jets an F.
Yeah, I think you were.
Why would I give the Jets an F? I hope that
you sliding into
50th quarterback that you drafted, like in your team's history, is successful. I do.
Yeah, good job trading away a pick and giving the Eagles the Heisman winning wide receiver, and then losing the linebacker that you desperately wanted for the Cowboys.
I wanted him really bad.
But you made it. You drafted another wide receiver You have 6 of them already, but okay.
Who did Dallas get? They got Mika, right?
Yeah, Mika.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that boy's nice.
He is. Yeah, I'm so detached from the draft right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think.
It's been a couple of weeks, but since we did it, y'all wasn't here. Anybody when y'all watched the draft, y'all was like, what the fuck are they doing?
The Giants.
So if I'm being honest, I don't know if I would give them an A, but I really liked the Dolphins draft, especially their first pick.
That was my A in our actual draft.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's good for what Waddle to be paired back up with Tua.
Yeah.
So that's really good. If I had to go like F for sure, it's not the Jets.
I had the Giants as my F, just to put it up.
Mm-hmm.
As your F?
Hate is real.
That's crazy.
The reason why, reason why I did that because I thought they were going to focus more on the offense and fixing that line. Where they went defense heavy when they was ranked 10, and it's like I didn't feel like they needed to go so defense heavy. That was my opinion in regards to what I thought they needed. So that's why I did it. I did it more off needs, what I saw the team needs versus the players that they got. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm really trying to just think of my F, just like
John. Who you have? You had Houston as your F, right?
No, at the Packers, that's my F.
Packers as your F.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Packers for my F.
Houston would have been my F if it wasn't for the Aaron Rodgers situation unfolding. That's why I get the Packers an F.
Yeah, because Houston is falling apart as like.
Who the hell did the Saints get, bro?
So the Saints, I actually just pulled that up because I just so at pick 28 they got Peyton Turner, defensive end from Houston. Then they got a linebacker with the 60th pick in the second round. They got from Ohio State. They got a corner from Stanford in the third round. Ian Book, the quarterback out of Notre Dame, in the fourth round. Landon Young, offensive lineman from Kentucky, and then Kawan Baker, wide receiver from South Alabama.
I'm gonna just go F for
Saints. Saints.
Yeah.
Saints.
That's the only thing that's coming to my mind. Like replacing Drew.
Yeah.
And they didn't do shit.
Right. Ed, anything? Did you say your F today?
I think obviously I'm gonna look. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm gonna be so intolerable. I realized if
to be,
I'm even more so intolerable. Okay. If Zach Wilson does turn into the player that I hope he becomes, because at this point I have no other options. But 2 weeks ago, my number one Jets draft was the 2000 draft. This kind of felt like the 2000 draft.
Right.
I think they made moving up to get Elijah Vera Tucker. Obviously, the Jets drafted Zach Wilson. But to move up to 14, I believe, to get Elijah Vera Tucker, who's going to solidify the left side of the offensive line along with Mekhi Becton. Letting Elijah Moore fall to the second round, I think every team is going to be very upset that they let that happen. I mean, he's going to be a slot receiver. He's not going to be he's not a big dude, but he is quick. He can run routes. I mean, we're looking at our Wes Welker, Julian Edelman type of player where he's just going to hopefully be open at all times. And then I think the running back that we got, Michael Carter, they're already saying all four of these guys are going to be starting right away. They're also saying that the other Michael Carter that we drafted is going to be starting in the slot corner position. We got him out of, I believe it was Duke. Yeah, I believe it was Duke. Or no, North Carolina. So obviously
North Carolina one went to Duke. That's all I know.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm thrilled for this Jets team. I think look, we win 7 games, I'm going to be through the roof.
Yeah.
But if I do get a Pro Bowler out of here, or I do get a Rookie of the Year out of this draft class, I'm going to be extremely happy. I don't want to do this to you, Kev, but I said this. I said this in the group text before. I believe that David Gettleman, who was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts, a fan of the New England teams, I would imagine, a Red Sox fan of has infiltrated the Giants organization, and ever since he got there, he's been crumbling them from the inside. Therefore, I believe that Dave Gettleman is Hydra.
Like a cancer, just in the system.
I think he's very upset about what the Giants did in 2007, 2011, especially Eli Manning. That's why he hired Ben McAdoo to end Eli's streak. He hired, ever since Dave Gettleman got there, has been nothing but negative. The Giants have been the worst one of the worst teams in the league for the last 4 years. And that's partially has everything and mostly things to do with David Gettleman. Yeah, you guys are super stoked that you almost got a playoff spot last year, but let's be realistic. You were going to get bounced out by Brady, and it was also the worst division in the league. Now, Johnny was very, very fortunate and said that he was happy because he is a Stan, and I get it, and that's his team. He's not going to shit on them. But the Giants traded, let the Eagles get, like I said, let the Eagles get the best wide receiver, one of the best wide receivers in the league.
I think I know I did.
But also, what you said, John, is that they were building for the future. Now, here's my thing: Saquon Barkley is on his 4th year, so now you have to decide if you're going to use the 5th-year option on him. I don't believe that man who just tore his ACL is going to want to sign a franchise tag. I'm sure he's going to want to get that guaranteed money to make sure that him and his family and his future is solidified. So he's going to want to sign a big deal. Andrew Jones, Daniel Jones, there's questions about Daniel Jones. Do you want to keep him? Do you not want to keep him? Now you don't have to pay him right away. But what moves did the Giants make, again, from this draft that is going to help them this year? I understand next year there's going to be picks. They're going to probably have high picks. They are going to have 2 first-round draft picks. So they can build for the future.
Right.
For the future. But I don't see how drafting a wide receiver in the first round is going to help Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley this year.
Eddie,
now, okay, cool. You're gonna stretch the field, but
last week, same thing I said last week. I don't
like
see
I said,
how these moves help them now.
For all that, why pay Kenny Golladay all that money? You know what I mean? Like, you got Kenny Golladay, you got Darius Slayton, like we all said, and like again, I do understand a little bit of it. I will cut you guys a little bit of slack because all 3 of your main receivers, Sterling Shepard, Kenny Golladay,
injury prone.
Slayton, they are injury prone. But again, where's this kid Tooney going to play? If you got Golladay on the outside, you got Shepard on the other outside, you got Slayton doing the slot, and then you have Evan Ingram, who's not a tight end, who's another slot receiver. So where is this kid Tooney going to play?
Well, how is that
going to help?
They compare him to Kareem Hunt, Devin Hester playing a special team.
So he's going to be doing – okay, cool. So he returns 2 punts. How does that help? How does that help Daniel Jones?
If he do it like Devin Hester, that's going to help a lot.
Yeah.
If he do it like that's like that TDs and shit, if he can do it like that, I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Dave Gettleman's tearing you guys out from the inside, and it sucks to see it.
It's all right, Ed. It's okay.
Anything from else in the NFL?
Last thing, we don't gotta cover too much, but do y'all think DK makes the Olympics?
Oh yeah, what did he run?
He did a 100-meter run.
100-meter run. It was like 10 seconds.
Yeah, but he was
but I don't think so.
He was like last,
4th in that, and 4th or 5th in that run. In that race.
He last? He was like next to last, like 9th or 10th.
I think he
finished like 4th or 5th in that race.
Bro, I don't think so. I think that nigga was like 9th out of 10 or some shit like that.
Bro,
he fast. He fast as hell. He a big ass nigga running with these little dudes, running the way he run. It's amazing.
You're right. DK Metcalf finishes last in 10-meter race. Yeah. No, he's definitely not going through.
Oh, damn. I was gonna say regardless. I don't think he's gonna make it.
He finished 15th out of 17.
So it's like it's amazing to see because how massive of a man he is. We just talking about fucking Zion and being just like a beast. Like he's huge, but it's like and running with these little dudes who only thing they do is run. But again, he just it looks great for an NFL player to be doing something. I like to see him doing his training for the season, I guess. I hope he don't get hurt doing too much.
But it was interesting that he tried it. Maybe he try again in a couple of years.
I'm surprised that DCap didn't say much because remember when DCap was on the episode, he was talking mad shit about DK can do everything. He can fly. He can jump buildings. He can jump high. He can lift a car. He can do this. I saw him do taxes. He helped me. All this other shit. So
yeah.
But it was dope seeing.
Also, I don't think you make a lot of money. Like he's fine in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
A lot of Olympians, like you have to pay taxes on your gold medals and shit. Yeah, like they don't really endorse you. And
they definitely ain't the best career switch going to the run of Olympics and shit. Unless he gonna do the run, he gonna do some shot putting. He gonna do a little bit of everything or some shit. Like I can see his big ass doing some shot putting. Like he probably throw that motherfucker quite far and shit. Y'all know what shot putting is, right? Y'all know what shot putting is, right?
Yeah, I do because I watched the Summer Olympics. I'm ready for it. We're gonna be covering that too, y'all.
Of course.
Oh,
Unless Drew has any other issues with it,
my Marquee Miss is gonna be Gabby Douglas. She's gonna do some flips.
But also,
she's gonna do some flips.
Quick, since we're talking about the Olympics, how y'all feel that Japan said they will not allow Black Lives Matter apparel?
Fuck them.
Japan?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean,
Japan, they think they
look,
they don't like black people. They never
I'm
had.
just saying. Napoleon was a short dude.
You know what I mean? I'm not surprised.
I'm not sure what that means.
Look, I'm just saying, if you short and you small in certain areas, you're gonna be upset when people are taller than you in certain areas.
Yeah, this nigga dad look like he got on blackface.
you catch what I'm saying? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down?
Nah, he looked like he went to the spray tan and shit. Like he got the.
Nah, man, that's dude. All right, so I'll tell. All right, quick little vacation story. I fell asleep at the beach because I was drinking a lot.
We
and my
glasses, the ring around your eyes.
Right.
Big time. So my legs were exposed, and by my legs I mean my kneecaps were. So they got so goddamn burnt. I couldn't walk for like 2 days.
Yeah,
right.
Yo,
I couldn't bend my knees. Like standing up to take a piss, I had to like lean on one leg and then lean on another leg and then lean on one leg.
One of the best things about being as black as I am, I don't burn. I peel.
Not even a little bit. I burn a little bit every time, but then that's it. It's gone.
I never burn, but I always peel. I peel all the time if I'm out like in the heat, but I never burn ever. Never been burnt, and there's been times where I've been out in the blazing hot fucking sun. I'll be peeling like a motherfucker, but I do not feel the burn that a lot of people get. I'm blessed. I don't get that. That's the melanin. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Anything else in football?
Yeah, I think we got everything.
All right, what else is going on in sports? John, you got anything else going on in sports?
For the most part, everything on my list we covered.
You got anything in sports?
Yeah, Kentucky Derby. I don't really watch it. I don't really
like
care for it.
Doing steroids or
yeah, man, some crazy stuff. So technically, it's a legal drug. Now this is this trainer Bob Baffert, who is known to be kind of a dick.
My son Spike is at the game.
Also says like just ridiculous shit all the time. So that's the 4th horse that he's trained that won. So apparently the drug.
I'm sorry, Kev. I just brought Dorian a Knicks jersey. It's coming.
Oh, that's fine.
Got him a Knicks jersey. He's a New Yorker, so I finally got him a Knicks jersey. All right.
There you go.
Bad.
But who'd you get?
It's Carmelo Anthony. It was on sale.
All right.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Of course. But yeah, so the horse was apparently given a drug that's legal in the sport. I'm not white and I don't hate people that don't look like me. So that's the Kentucky Derby. So the drug is legal. Okay. But you can't give it to the horse like 2 weeks before or whatever it might be. So Bob Baffert,
I heard it's just got to clear their system before the race.
It's got to clear their system. So again, 2 weeks leading up to the race, you can't be on anything. There are reports saying that another horse peed on hay, and then Medina's Spirit ate that hay, and that's why it came up. It's all bullshit, obviously. This guy referred to himself in the third person, said there's a lot of things wrong with horse racing, but Bob Baffert isn't one of them. He referred to this attack on him as cancel culture. So he's just like saying like every who's canceling
any
fucking
cliche,
horses?
right? Where does cancel culture apply to Kentucky and professional race?
It has absolutely nothing to do. And then I guess the only real thing that this affects the sports, and I would say gambling world, and also in the gambling world too, a lot of people are upset because the horse that won second place, a lot of people put money on it. Here's the thing: don't gamble. Just don't gamble. It's horses. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
What are you doing?
I took a
don't gamble. Okay, time out. I apologize. Don't gamble on horse racing because that has nothing to do with skill. Or just bet on Bob Baffert's horses every single time because they're clearly cheating. But the thing that this takes away is that there can't be a triple crown.
My bad.
Horse. Whatever. Horse can't win multiple tournaments, but that's all I got.
All right, Kev. Anything and open run? You got anything?
about them Knicks, boy?
Knicks is cooking, man. As of right now, they're playing the Lakers. It's Tuesday, we shoot on Tuesday. This will be up on Thursday. My guy D Rose just dropped one, playing D Rose, man. The
D-Rose
been
of old.
balling,
yo,
son.
D Rose just like an easy pickup, just like Tibbs. Like, the Bulls team. This is why I like the Knicks, because they just remind me of it's the New York Bulls. This is my team that I rooted for against Miami now. Like, these are my guys. Like, even with the new pieces, they remind me of the Bulldogs that Tibbs had in Chicago. So I'm loving the Knicks right now. I'm hoping the Bulls make it. But yeah, the New York Bulls, man, looking good. Did they lose against the Nets?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it might be quiet
Kyrie
for them.
got knocked out the game. Well, he got hit with an elbow by Vucevic. So he got knocked out the game.
Oh, Curry did?
No, Kyrie.
Kyrie. Yeah, so yeah, it might be quiet for them, but I'm surprised you didn't bring it up, John. In basketball, we was talking about it off pod with Drew on IG. J. Cole playing in Africa.
Yeah, J. Cole. Nah, Drew was really blowing my talking about.
I promise you, I said this before, and Drew just likes to rebuttal everything somebody fucking says.
Yeah, of course. No. Well, you know what? LeBron might have something to say about that.
Yo, this nigga.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Bro, there's footage of J. Cole in Africa.
Wait. You really think that's gonna happen?
This
you
nigga.
Really? All right.
Yo, I seen this shit on like 4 to 5 different outlets. Everybody quote. I even seen one of J. Cole's homies, Bassa, who was at Rock Nation, who I follow, talking about it like, yo, this a dope looking shit. It's like people that's close to him talking about it like, yo, this is fire. And Drew like, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Nigga, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Yo,
like,
he was like,
oh, I didn't even repeat. We got the J. Cole Pumas and shit. Them what's it called? Dream Chaser, Dream.
Yeah, the RSDs, the Dreamers.
Yeah, them shits is fire.
I'm gonna get me a pair of J. Cole.
I'm gonna give me a pair of them shits too. Those shits is fire. But yeah, he there arguing and shit with you like, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. We'll see.
I left it alone. That's why I slipped my mind because thing. But I was like, yo, it's if you know Shams is a writer that's on the level
Shams.
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 How you pronounce it? I'm gonna say Shams. You say Shams.
It's Shams though.
No, I'm just saying. I'm disagreeing. I'm just saying you gonna. That's how it's pronounced. I'm gonna pronounce.
But every time you say it, John, he gonna correct you. So
I will.
Shams is like he's on the level of Woj, so he
right.
The sports news, and he broke. I'm not saying he broke it, but he was one of the people that put it out there, like J. Cole's
again
contract
accredited, verified, like real motherfuckers who really know this shit.
Mark.
Yeah, like with the check. Accredited, like known people, Drew arguing against it.
Mm-hmm. That's our Drew, man. That's what he does.
Game Sunday, so I want to see how that goes.
Dickhead, yo. But before we get out of open run,
you want to talk about Mayweather's hat or?
No.
Nah, they gassing this, man. No, they're
they gonna make so much money. They gonna make so much money this shit.
It's crazy. I decided now. I think that Logan is just like he's gotten to the point where he's just too nice. Like he's just he made his mistake in Japan or whatever, and Floyd brought it up.
He's not trying to stir anything. Like
but he's not a bad Jake to me is an asshole. I think Logan is just like I think he made a mistake, whatever. He's not like as douchey, I guess, as fucking Jake is.
Right.
So he had to call little brother to stir shit up to sell this fight because Jake's not really doing much to sell the fight. Logan's not doing much. Jake is lighting this thing up. So they're gonna. You're right. They're gonna make so much money for a boring. They're not even gonna touch each other fight.
But
Mayweather's gonna tag him to death.
But then Mayweather tagged Jake, right? Didn't he hit him in the eye or some shit, or hit him in the nose?
Yeah.
The only thing that needs to be discussed about this topic is Floyd should be embarrassed for taking this fight.
Nah, Floyd's not stupid. Floyd's making hey, what's Floyd's nickname?
Money.
Huh? Floyd, Money, Mayweather. Floyd don't give a fuck, man.
I don't knock the hustle, but I'm just saying, like, he's this fight is beneath him.
Yeah, way beneath him.
It's becoming wrestling now, bro.
Yeah, it's becoming.
Like,
but okay, and then but like, all right, but
the circus.
You got we're saying all this, right? Bro? But we're all saying this, right? But look at Canelo just had an awesome fight, literally broke a dude's face, and nobody gives a shit because boxing itself does not let their boxers. Again, we've had this conversation how these promoters just don't do a good job of
it's promoters' fault. So
that's what I'm saying. And now you got these two fucking YouTube kids, these fucking frat boys, these fucking kids born with silver spoons in their mouth.
Some of the biggest names in
literally
boxing right
making
now.
people, making people actually give a shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, I think it's time to just look. I'm not calling these two kids boxers at all. Right. But as far as promoters, as far as like money makers, as far as like entertainers, I mean, these boys got it.
I'll call Jake a boxer if he gets to 20-0 and he's beating a couple of boxers.
Right, I'm about to say you can't get 20-0 fighting Lil Uzi Vert.
Word.
Fighting fucking Lil Nas X. His next fight gonna be against YBM Namir. Then he gonna fight Andrew Schultz. Like
yeah. Man, so, like, I mean, no, he's got to fight like a Canelo. Like he's got to fight like a fighter. And Canelo, he ain't touching Canelo.
You don't need to fight.
Can you imagine Canelo's face watching
it's gonna be amazing.
Across from him? He gonna be punching himself like, I'm about to go and kill this man. I'm gonna kill this fucking kid. And go come and hit his ass with a gut shot and be, it's over. But before we get out of open run, I can't leave. I know you guys probably didn't watch it, but I got to discuss the five-time WCW World Champion Booker T. As you
Washington.
Washington, as we've been covering the A&E WWE Legends this week, we just had the Booker T episode, and it's pretty much consistent with all the other episodes. These motherfuckers are crazy. They live wild lives. Booker T was robbing
bitches probably.
Booker T didn't have a lot of bitches in this stuff.
Really?
No,
that's surprising.
Which surprised me because he just seemed to be a nigga that get bitches, but
and also a lot of cocaine probably.
No, not really. No drug issues.
Really?
He was robbing niggas. He was robbing niggas. That's what he was doing. He was fighting and robbing niggas. Like he actually went to jail. I didn't know him and Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat, was actually blood brothers, real blood brothers.
Really related.
Yeah, like really related and shit. And then Queen Shamel was actually his wife in real life.
Yeah. Nitro, she was a Nitro girl.
Right. I didn't remember her from being in WCW and being a Nitro girl and Ready to Rumble and shit. So seeing that and shit was like, oh shit, that's crazy. But wild nigga growing up, always was charismatic. Like used to be one of my favorite WCW.
He's one of my favorite WCW guys all time.
WCW guys, but I didn't know that he was the first black champion, WCW or world champion since Farouk was in like the early 90s and shit. Like so before the Rock, Farouk, before the Rock, start doing their shit coming up. Right. Ron Simmons at the time. But in like 92, a lot of they were showing how like WCW where they go in these redneck ass places and him and Stevie Ray up there and the rednecks are going crazy and shit, like call them all types of niggas and shit because they were like a big big stars in the world of wrestling, WCW and shit, but they was black, and a lot of places they was doing was these dive ass places where the rednecks.
Hey, can I take a guess where they were?
Where they were there?
In the South, I would imagine.
Definitely in the South.
Oh yeah, there you go.
WCW did most of their shows in the South.
Most of their shows was all in the South.
Yeah. Hey, do you know who loves wrestling?
Rednecks.
The South, and rednecks.
Yeah, they love this shit.
I was gonna say, Booker T has a top 5 wrestling moment, and it's not no wrestling involved. It's one of the funniest. Y'all ever seen that clip, the Booker T clip?
No, I didn't see it.
When he's like Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Oh yeah, yo,
no,
and they brought that up. They brought that up. Like they brought that up on the pod where
Yo,
I mean
it's
on
so
the
funny.
So hey,
on the,
hold on.
doc.
If Booker said that, and Hulk, and you know, Hulk had his controversy.
Yo, but
Hey, hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me try to make a point here. You think
and the there's a difference between the and the
Yeah, but you think Booker like let him say that? You think Booker gave him the pass?
They probably gave him the pass to say the but not the
But Booker said
no, but he can't say he only what's Hulk Hogan's catchphrase, bro?
What's his catchphrase?
Brother.
Brother.
Oh, brother.
I don't think he could pronounce his A's, bro. I think that's the problem.
So that's just not a word he should be saying.
I think Booker and Farouk and them probably gave him a pass, and he thought he was cool.
Because he really called himself. Like, he knew he fucked up.
Yeah, he knew it. You see it in his face, like when he said it, we coming for you, nigga. And like he was saying,
he
like
laughed.
he just like put his head down and like put his hands up. He was saying like you get so caught up in the character because they were supposed to be, even though they're from the South, they're supposed to be from Harlem. These Harlem, New Jack Swing, cool dudes and shit. So he like, he be talking his shit, and he just was like too caught up, like Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you, nigga.
That's so funny, dog. That's so funny. Hey, put that clip on, man. Put it up. Put it up. It's hilarious.
All the characters, everybody involved, like the female that was there, she's like,
right.
Everybody else stood in character, like, but I know they was like, what?
They cut that camera, and he was like, damn.
Funny as hell. But Booker T though, legend though, man. Two-time Hall of Famer, Hall of Fame with his brother Harlem Heat. And then as a singles wrestler coming into WWF or WWE.
He can get a third one too as a commentator.
And he got his wrestling school and shit. He's doing he has his own private promotion. He's doing in the South.
Is he commentating on AEW right now?
No, he's still
he's not
affiliated.
Oh, okay.
WWE affiliated.
And they
he's still on contract with WWE.
And they were showing like how close he is with a lot of the black and brown fighters in the WWE and shit, which was pretty much dope because a lot of them, look to him as like him and The Rock as like, those goats.
Look at he as one of the more successful dark skin.
Right, exactly. And then he had on. Then they had on one. He was trying to get Undertaker to do the spinneroni. He got Triple H, he got The Rock, he got Vince McMahon, all these guys.
Everybody tried to do the spinneroonie.
But he said only person he couldn't get to do it was Undertaker. Undertaker was like, I'm not doing that shit. Like, like fuck out of here. I'm not doing that shit.
Undertaker was definitely someone.
Undertaker too big for that shit, bro.
Also that too. He's too big for that shit. But
he's way too big for that. I don't think he has the athletic ability to do that.
Character 100% of the time, from like beginning to maybe like 2 years ago, he was full in character. Now you tell he talks his shit like he's just regular.
And then they had the video like when he cause when Booker started calling people out like, yo, do the spinneroni, Rock did it and Vince did it. He went to Undertaker. You can see Undertaker mouth. He like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill you like that and shit. But he did not do it. He jumped on. This was the Bad Man days. He jumped on the Harley and shit and drove off and shit.
American Badass.
Yeah, the American Badass days. But it was dope though. Next they doing Shawn Michaels, I believe.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Hey, I'll tune into that.
So
the Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah, HBK. You know what I'm saying? The prettiest nigga in professional wrestling.
You know what's crazy? I've had friends recently talk and tell me that they just realized that's Shawn Michaels on the theme song. That's like his voice talking throughout the whole theme song. I'm like, I really didn't know that. I thought that was somebody else. It's really him. That's his song.
I'm just learning that now. I thought this was.
Listen to it again.
That's really Shawn Michaels. The whole song.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I thought that was an artist that was paid to do this.
Yeah,
it's Shawn Michaels.
And John Cena. Yeah, Word Life. This is basic. Thugonomics was this shit?
Yeah, that shit was trash.
That's the original theme song when he was doing the rap.
That shit was trash.
No, before that. The first one. The Word Life.
Word Life when he used to do the freestyles and shit, weak ass.
Yeah.
Horrible. But
That's when he
yeah,
was on the rap persona.
Want to be Mark Wahlberg ass.
Want to be
John
Scotty.
Cena did drop-
Want to be Scotty Too
Both-
Hottie now.
But both John Cena theme songs was on his rap album.
Word.
That's right. He did have a rap album. Yo, hold on. You know, speaking of WWE, y'all remember this album? Hold on, WWE Anthology album, I believe.
I believe. I know
was
it.
the
Yeah,
Anthology
yeah.
album?
We had all. Yeah, had the theme song.
Did we all have that?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
that shit
had
was
it.
fire,
I
bro.
had that shit.
And they put all the different versions of the theme on
the cover was fire though. I'm trying to.
They had
There's a couple of them. So it was like if
They
you're
had
talking about a specific one.
Nah, there was one that like everybody had.
The OG one with all the superstars was on there and shit. Where it had the
Rock had his The Rock had his like Pie album on it. His song about pie.
Like a 1, a 2, volume 3, volume 8. That's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about.
That's the OG. That's the one I'm talking about.
The OG.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times. Good times as a child. Good times as a child. But anything else in open run?
I think
we covered everything. We moving on, man. Start, bench, cut. All right. On this episode, you know, this question was brought to you by our guy Johnny Reyes. We talking MVP race for the NBA. Now we got can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So we talking MVP race for the NBA. Our leaders currently right now is the Joker, Joel Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. So with that being said, who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting? Kev, kick us off. Start, bench, cut.
I'm gonna start Giannis. I'm gonna cut Embiid and bench the Joker.
I like the way you think. I like the cut of your jib, young man. All right, John. Start, bench, cut.
2 of these 3 players have missed some games due to injuries, but I'm gonna start Embiid because I feel like, but barring injuries, he was the clear-cut MVP. He's been dominant all season.
Right.
I'm gonna start him. I'm gonna bench the Joker, and I'm gonna cut Giannis.
Ooh, cut the Greek freak. All right.
He's killing too, but I feel like the Joker has been. Well, I can't start and bench 2 players that miss games.
Yeah,
right. Right for playing all the games he played.
And again, Denver playing as good as they are with Jamal going down, so take all that in consideration. Ed, start, bench, cut.
Joker's currently the leader. Giannis would be doing a back-to-back MVP season.
Back to back.
Three-peat.
Man, the NBA be corny and they be doing shit like that too. Though
they do. They be setting shit up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about it.
They be selling that story, boy.
All right, yeah. So I'll start Giannis. I'll bench Joker and cut Embiid.
All right. I like the way Kev went. I think Kev went this way. I'm starting the Joker, benching Giannis, cutting Embiid. I like what Joker's been able to do with Denver with Jamal Murray going down. He's the front runner right now. So I'm gonna ride with that. All right. Next up, I'll start bench cut. We doing sports network theme songs, right? So we got Fox Sports. You know, you got that. You know, NFL. You know that. Y'all know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you got ESPN. You know the classic. No.
Oh, you want that one? That's Sports Center.
That's Sports Center.
That's Sports Center. But we know that. That's when you think of ESPN, you think of the Sports Center theme song. So yeah, Sports Center theme song, which is the da-na-na.
Yeah, this shit's tougher.
And then the NBA. If you're a big NBA fan, you grew up playoff, summertime, NBA, NBC, the classic OG.
This is gonna be tough.
When you think basketball, summertime, playoff basketball, NBA on NBC is the soundtrack. So, John, I'm gonna go to you first.
This shit is light.
Start, bench, cut.
I'm starting NBA on
NBC.
Yeah,
that shit is pretty lit. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna bench Sports Center theme song.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna cut Fox football, but
Mm-hmm.
gotta start the NBA, NBC,
All right, Ed.
and then Sports
Start
Center.
this cut.
Cut Sports Center.
I'm gonna go a different route because when I think of da-na-na, da-na-na, like when I think of that, I also think of the top 10 plays.
Okay.
And when I watch games, I usually like you see a good dunk,
Right.
you know, you see a good web jab, you know what I mean? You see a good catch, you just go, that's gonna be on Sports Center.
Right.
Right.
Sports
so
Center
like
top 10.
it's almost like automatically just goes in my head.
Right.
Obviously, every time I get good or bad news, I hear that theme song. When you download the ESPN
right, you
app
get that shit
phone.
on your phone. You like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
shit, what
exactly.
happened?
And you like, I don't know how like I get like the anxiety that goes through my head when I hear that. I'm like,
Yes,
no, and
you're
like I
right,
get my phone, I'm like,
yeah,
oh, phew, you know. So I'll start
it
that
ain't my
one.
team.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really, you know, Jets play on CBS, man. So, you know, the Yankees play on Fox Sports 1 sometimes.
What's CBS?
CBS is the fuck, hold on. I have it too. It's probably saved on my phone. So CBS, I'll play it quickly.
Well, we're gonna try to catch copyright.
But that being said, I will cut Fox Sports because I don't really give a shit about Fox Sports. And I will bench the NBA on NBC. And then real quick, I have it here. Hang on. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Just got to play through the ad.
You got a droid.
I'll do it quick. I got an ad. That's all it is.
Well, everybody got to deal with an ad.
No, that's NBC. Whoops, that's NBC.
That's droid issues. I don't deal with ads and Apple.
Do you pay for YouTube Premium?
I'm bullshit. Okay, yeah, all right. That's pretty trash.
Yeah.
It's not bad though. It's not bad, but
it's better than Fox.
It's not better than Fox.
I hate Fox, bro.
All right, Kev, Starbase cut.
Starting ESPN, benching Fox, and cutting Monday night.
You started ESPN, cut bench Fox, and cut NBA.
Yeah.
Right. So this is hard for me because again, kind of like I love all of them and shit. Again, when it comes to football, the Fox is the sound that I think. When it comes to the NBA, that sound is the sound I think of. But ESPN sound is in my life every day, 365, every day, all the time, on my phone, on my TV. Only thing I watch every day. So,
like, yo, guys be out. Even they girls be like, even if you just started talking to a new girl, they'd be like, "What's that?" If they don't know, and then once they know, they can expect to hear that shit like 4 or 5 times with me out.
Or you go out and then you hear that sound. And it's like 4 motherfuckers like,
yeah,
like,
or somebody's like, or somebody see
what happened?
Yeah, like they be like, "Yo, what's the score?"
Right.
I'd be like, huh? "Oh, what's up, stranger?" Oh,
right.
It's
yeah.
Motherfucker hear that sound and be like, "Oh, what happened?"
Hey, what's that?
Nah, that shit.
Yeah,
that
right.
shit be mad funny. Be somewhere watch 5 motherfuckers check their phone.
Yeah, at the same time.
Like, oh, it was me. It was me.
Right. All on the ESPN app. So gotta start the ESPN and shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure before we figured out our audio quality of this podcast, somebody always had an ESPN go off.
It was
and we would all go, hey, what's that?
Down,
what happened?
Right. Kev, it used to be Kev that used to have his shit on and shit. Kev be the breaking news person, like, yo, so y'all know breaking news, this happened and shit. Before we like, yo, turn that shit down. But so yeah, gotta start ESPN. This was hard for me. But again, growing up in a basketball house, although my dad is a big football fan, we grew up in a basketball house. All we did was watch basketball and summertime, playoff basketball, NBA, NBC. That sound is synonymous in my childhood, and still to this day, I love that sound. So benching the NBA on NBC, and I don't want to see it go, but I love the Fox sound because that reminds me of football. I got to cut the Fox sound, but again, I figured this would be a good one. So yeah, this was a good one. But last up on Start Bench Cut, we're doing a Would You Rather. Now, recently, Brady was seen talking about, he would give up 2 rings for the perfect season, in which he lost. Who did he lose to?
You already
know.
So you
Guess
know,
that elite without that Eli in it.
like what John said. So Brady said he'd give up 2 rings to go that perfect season. So which made me think, made me ponder. Would you rather in our Starbase curve? Would you rather have a perfect season, no loss, and it's all NFL related? This would you rather perfect season, no loss, winning Super Bowl back to back, whether however the season go, whatever your record is, you are the 2-time back-to-back champion, or would you like to go win this championship, right? Regular season MVP, Super Bowl MVP, all in one season.
So we starting what we want the most and we're cutting what we want the
right.
least.
So start what you want the most, cut the least out of the 3. So Ed, kick us off. Would you rather star bench cut?
So again, as a Jet fan, I really have to really think about this like the hard way. Obviously, back-to-back championship. You want the more rings, the better, right? 2 rings, that'd be pretty sick. But also beating the Dolphins' perfect season that they still get to celebrate year after year after year after year.
Right.
That's history. A lot of teams won back-to-back championships.
Right.
But you dumb Dolphins, they get together those players, they still get together every single year.
Yep.
They pop that champagne the minute that the team loses, the minute that they lose the Super Bowl.
These losers over here.
Exactly. So and the MVP. So you said MVP and you get a Super Bowl?
Super Bowl MVP,
winner,
regular season
MVP, Super Bowl MVP.
So those are.
That's a trifecta in one season. So you win the regular season, you the Super Bowl MVP, and you the Super Bowl champion.
I'm gonna cut that one because whatever, who gives a shit? I don't fucking care. I'll bench the 2 rings because that's cool, but I'm starting that perfect season because it hasn't been done ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you get to be the team to pop the champagne.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Dolphins can't do that anymore. They're done.
True.
So in about 3 years, well, they can't. They'll probably all be dead too. That's the other part.
I was about to say he killing off everybody. So that's
they get older. They ain't gonna be doing that anymore.
Oh shit!
He said
they're all gonna be dead.
He said ain't too many celebrations left.
Hey, Roger Goodell made TTE go away, but it still hasn't gone away. These guys they don't got much longer. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Kev, star bench cut. Would you rather, Virgin? What you got?
So I'm gonna be honest.
I brought up a good point. That's a good point.
Fuck that perfect season, man.
But you get a Super Bowl too with the perfect season.
Yeah, you do. You
get a ring with it too.
So as far as I'm concerned, like I'd rather like the trifecta to start.
Yeah.
Because you want your personal accolades, like you know what I mean,
exactly.
And your team still got to the Mecca and won it. So I'll take that, and then I'm benching back-to-back chips, cause in the perfect season, like bro, it's too much pressure going into that shit. It's too much anxiety going game from game. Like there's like a relief almost when you lose at least one game, but you still got a winning season. Like you know what I mean. But so that's just the way I look at it. But obviously, perfect season, like that should be dope. But
that's crazy.
But nah, that's just too much. Even
we'll see it in a few years.
Your expectations are like stupid high. Like,
who cares? Blow up the team.
Right, like Kev said, you take that L, you like, fuck it, let's go win this shit. Like, but John, go ahead.
Starting
around have an ulcer and shit after the season.
Starting perfect season, benching back-to-back championships, and cutting Super Bowl MVP and regular season MVP.
Okay. I'm a selfish motherfucker, like Kev. So me and Kev got the same thing. Starting Super Bowl winner, regular season MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Suck my dick. My name is in them, nigga. I'm that nigga who did everything in one season. I am the greatest for one season. Ain't nobody fuck with me. Regular season, you wasn't fucking with me. Super Bowl, you wasn't fucking with me. And I got the ring. Suck my dick. All right. 2 back-to-back. More rings, the better. Perfect season, just like Kev. fuck all the anxiety and the expectations of trying to complete that perfect season. Like you said, the relief is fuck this perfect season because we gonna lose when it counts the most if we keep fucking winning. So it's like, yo, that's one of the worst like feelings to have. Like, yo, we keep winning, we gonna lose when it matters most. So let's get this L out the way. I always say that, yo, take that L. Let's get that out. And now let's focus on the big win and shit. So cutting the perfect season for me. All right. And that is Star Bitch Cut, and it's a over or under. Now, a lot going on in sports right now. We got basketball, we got baseball going on. We can have football
under.
So so let's get into the over and under, man. First up,
here comes the Hayden.
Here we go now.
Here comes the Hayden.
The NY Jets, JTS, just signed.
JETS
has picked up, pretty boy Zach. So, which brings us to our question: over and under. Jets wins this season, 7 games. Over or under? Hey, kick us off. Over under.
I'll take. I mean, I expect 7 wins.
So you're taking the push?
I'm taking the push, but I think a lot of people are going to be taking the Jets lightly. I don't think they're going to take them seriously, and so they actually win. Look at Kev over there. He's nervous. He's fixing his hat. He doesn't want this because he knows that if this turns out to be the real fucking deal, he is going to hate me even more than he already does.
Bro,
he can't
tolerate
it.
How many times I've heard this same exact quote.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's different. Listen, Robert Saleh's different culture. All gas, no brakes. We got Mike LaFleur, who was the offensive coordinator for the 49ers, that you could just plug in any running back, and the running back's going to be good. I think we have that same situation going on for us, man. So
because of that, you over, right?
Oh, I'm over. I mean, I realistically, I expect 7 games, so I'll take the push. But for the record of this pod, they're gonna go over 8 wins, 9 wins.
Got it. All right, John. Over or under Jets, 7 games.
I'm not gonna lie, at first, when I seen the rundown, I thought it said 6 wins. I was gonna take the push at 6, but since it says 7, I'm gonna take the under because I think the Jets win 6.
Because you're a hater.
Well, how many did they win last year? 6, right?
Yo, keep that same energy.
Yeah,
how many
last year? No, 2 years ago. Last year we only won 2 games.
Oh damn.
So that's an improvement.
We're the second overall pick, bro.
6 wins is an improvement.
So that's actually an over from last season.
Big time.
Yeah, like I didn't say I took the under 7, but by 1 game. I think Jets will 6.
Yeah, Jets will win 6, and if they were playing in the NFC East, they would probably make the playoffs. So,
all right, Kev, over on the Jets winning 7 games next season.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the push, but under. They gonna win like 5.
I keep that same energy.
Just because of that comment, I want to be on record saying that.
Keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm gonna go with the over. I'm gonna say 8 games for the Jets.
Let's go, Dev.
Next season, 8.
I wonder what you would have picked in this situation.
He would have picked the. He would have picked the.
He would have picked the under. Yeah, because he's a Ravens fan.
Yeah, he's an asshole. So
he's like, well, I don't really follow the draft like that. I don't even know these players.
Exactly. So
I just know my Ravens will be all right.
Exactly. But that is the over under for the Jets. We moving on now. Play in. It's still about to happen in a couple of days. Shit, not even a whole week. A week from today. Zion is injured, so the Pelicans is still on the cusp of making it, trying to get that 10th spot from the Spurs. So over under. Pelicans making the play-in tournament. 40%. John, kick us off.
Under Pelicans percentage, I have Pelicans at 0%.
All right, Ed, over under Pelicans play in.
I don't have them at a 0%, but there is at least 10% chance. So I will take the under, but
yeah,
there's at least a 10% chance, John. Come on, John.
They have no chance. Cue the Vince McMahon theme song.
No chance.
No chance in hell. You got. All right, Kev. Over under.
Taking the under.
Yeah, and you think what? Go ahead.
I think Zion hasn't found his own. He's not gonna come into his own, and I feel like he feels attacked. As long as he feels attacked,
He's not playing.
Well, he's not playing. He's
Oh,
out.
he's out. He's out for the season.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
out
he
for the
is?
season. Yeah,
Oh,
because of the hand injury.
it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bro.
Extra over.
So yeah, it's an under for me. It would have been under with Zion as well, because they just ain't there yet. And you know that's my guy, but it's an under. With Zion, it would probably have been a 30, but without Zion, it's definitely a 0, and it ain't nothing but 2 to 3 games left, and they 2 games behind the Spurs. So that's a zip 0 for me for the Pelicans, unfortunately. All right, over under. Now, both of the finals contenders last season are in some trouble this season. You know,
So you mean like, so you mean like, what's the chances it's Lakers versus Heat again?
yeah, finals repeat, NBA
Yeah.
finals repeat. So
that changed my decision for that question.
you know, last year the finals, the Heat's Lakers. Both teams are struggling. LA is currently what, 7 in the West. I believe Heat is 6 or 7 in the East. Neither team are playing that well. COVID fucked up the Heats early in the season. Injury is fucking up LA. So
Anti-Semitism also has affected the Heat.
That's definitely, yep.
Mm-hmm.
That racist bastard I was talking about last season came to bite him in his ass. But Myers Leonard, that was that bastard.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
But all right.
Meyer Lemons.
Something like that. Over under. Chances of a NBA finals repeat. Kev, 30%.
Under.
0% chance you giving it?
0% chance.
0% chance. All right, Ed, over under. Finals repeat.
I'm taking the way under because I don't think either of them will make it.
He said, yeah, Johnny.
Negative out here.
He said, yeah, Johnny, eat my ass, nigga. All right, John. Over under. NBA finals repeat.
Before the clarification, I was going to take the over and give it a 50% chance. I was thinking, the Lakers repeating that chance.
No, I didn't say Lakers.
No, but now, as I said, due to the clarification and actually knowing what the question is, I'm going to take under, and I have it at 0%.
But you definitely have Lakers there.
Of course.
Barring
any injuries.
Okay, so you add the side shit, barring injuries and shit. That brings that percentage down.
That's John. John always has he got the excuses in the clip just in case.
It's not an excuse. It's like, you want teams to be beat at their best. It's like you beat a team and they missing their best player. You beat them, you won, but you ain't beat the team and they have their best player.
Right.
And that's always gonna be questioned till that meet again, and whatever happens. And then say that team beats you this time and they have their best player. Now it's like, they only won because that player wasn't there. So
it's like that. Toronto win when they won against the Warriors that year. It's like, nobody was playing.
Well, they were both trading excuses, the Warriors and the Cavs, though, right? It was first time it was like, no KD or no Kev Love, no Kyrie. And then the Warriors were like, there was no Draymond, there was no Clay.
Yeah,
no
KD.
Then no KD. No KD. Then you're like, come on, man.
All right, but it's definitely under. I don't see the Heats having any chance of getting there. Although they surprised us last season. I maybe Drew would have been able to defend them, but
why y'all hating on my team?
But yeah, he would have been
talking about LeBron. You talking about the Heat? You talking about the Heat?
Yeah, as you see, there hasn't been much profanity on the pod without Drew. Although we use a few, but Drew just be letting the clips go and shit. But definitely under.
Which is kind of bullshit.
Miami ain't gonna be here. Thank you, Ed. Miami ain't gonna make it. I can see LA making it, pending any injuries, like John would say. All right. And last up, over under, the people y'all talk about, you guys all being Yankees fans, you know what I'm saying? Them boys in Boston is currently smoking y'all division. You know what I'm saying? Y'all said this was going to be a down year, but they out there showing their ass. So over under, Red Sox leading AL.
Oh, this is actually funny because you could go.
You saying like the AL East, or you saying the AL period,
No.
like the entire American League?
No,
AL.
that's not stupid.
No, I'm saying, but this is no. I'm saying this is funny because
AL.
either way, I feel like all three of us gonna have similar answers.
The AL, the entire season, because they're currently leading.
There's no objectivity in this answer.
So you're saying the entire league?
The American League.
The entire American League.
The American League.
Okay.
They're currently leading. Will they continue on this trend? Over, under 60%. Eddie, kick us off.
It's way under. They'll probably finish like the 15th, if that. It's a long season, man. Calm the fuck down. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes, bro. Remember when the Athletics were leading it during that small, shortened season? But they finished last year. Come on, man.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, the A's are still
about
leading the AL right now.
Yeah, currently, but who cares? That shit ain't even real. Moneyball's not real. It's not real.
All right.
It was a movie, bro. We watched that shit in movie theaters.
I didn't. I saw that shit when it
People
came
did.
on
Well, whatever. HBO, CBS.
Yeah, I seen it when that shit finally.
Yeah.
HBO.
Whatever, man. Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill. What a great combo.
It was a good movie, though. It was a good movie.
Great combo. Great movie. Great movie.
But I put that on the list of movies I wouldn't go pay to see.
Facts. All right, Kev. Over under 60%.
So again,
Red Sox lead
under. If
Keep it a buck, man. Y'all playing around with it. Y'all know what y'all want to say. Just all y'all say it. Or y'all just gonna wait for me to just say it.
No. I'm not gonna put them at the bottom because the way they're playing, I don't think they're gonna turn that around. But bro, they're gonna finish.
Hey! Don't disrespect, bro. Brandon White might get called up. Chill out.
Yeah, I'm with that. Like, you know that. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think Boston, like, if they're not a fluke, they could finish like 9. If they're not a fluke. For all the teams that are gonna finish in the top 3, including like our team, like including the Yankees, it's gonna be Houston, it's gonna be us, it's gonna be Tampa, it's gonna be Cleveland.
I can't wait till the season end. You assholes, boy.
My nigga, yo, you the one don't even know like that. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I know,
like,
but I'm enjoying hearing this stuff because
like,
I keep
yo,
all this in my head. I keep all this stored in my head.
Look, here's the thing. Here, you want me to be a realistic Yankee fan for the first time in my life? Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna make the fucking playoffs, and we're probably gonna lose again, and we'll make up another excuse, and we'll be upset, but it's fine because we're used to winning. But at this point, we're not used to winning, so it's very, very frustrating, and we die a little bit inside every single year.
But y'all used to winning.
But we're used to winning, kind of. I haven't seen a win since 2009, bro.
But y'all still looked at as winners.
Yeah, but I mean. Not for a while.
In the past 30
listen,
years,
I'm more what have you done for me lately? I don't give a fuck about the past.
I understand that.
I and John and Kev, who's riding 2007 and 2011, like it's still the same fucking team. It's not the same team. It's not the same organization. I am pissed off at the New York Yankees. I'm pissed off at the New York Yankees.
You go 30 years. Did your team win in 30 years? No. Y'all losers.
Hey, guess what? It's been 10 years. We're losers. It's been 10 years, John. Over 10 years, I should say. Nah, it's bad, John.
John, when do you get past a while? What number is after a while?
30 years.
Hey, John.
30 years. We go 30 years without winning. We are officially losers.
So the 1 in 29 is just a while. But once he hit that 30,
John said 30 years. John said, I want my kid to go through elementary school. I want him to go to high school. I want him to finish college. I want him to start his career. I want him to start his own family. And until he starts his own family, it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. Now we know why John is the way that he is. To Johnny, the Lakers, the Giants, the Yankees all won a championship in the last five years for him. And his mindset.
John got my ribs hurt, bro. That nigga said 30 years is anything before that, it's a while. It ain't losing. You ain't no lose. You go 28. It's just been a while, but we ain't losing. We still winning. So
I see Johnny's excuse though. Johnny's excuse is the Yankees got 27 rings.
If you win one championship in 30 years, it holds you over, but you just a bougie loser because at least you got one in 30 years. Bougie loser. But if you touch more than one in 30 years, that is enough to hold you down. Because
no, it's not.
There's no franchises that don't got one. 50 years don't got one.
It's still not
Johnny,
okay.
You don't become a loser until 30 years have passed, correct?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, over under, John.
That's so crazy.
Over and under.
Crash, but you're not a loser.
So then the Patriots, the Bruins, and the Red Sox are the strongest dynasties ever, right?
They're good. They're good.
This is
30 years now. They're good.
This is
after
the
that,
Instagram
whatever
clip
happens
right here, because this shit is funny as hell. This is the Instagram clip. Johnny, you got me rolling, Don. Over under Boston AL East.
Look, the Bulls suck, but they're not losers.
Oh, we got that 6. We got them 6, boy. You can't take that from us.
Look,
we got that 6.
No.
But we call them in Chicago. We call them the baby boys because they haven't won.
But they're not losers.
They kind of
losers. Say they're losers.
They kind of
definitely
losers.
No, they're definitely losers.
Because most of the people that watch the Bulls win are on their way out the door. My dad, love you, bro. But they on our side of the upper room, so they close.
I killed the 79 Dolphins, and now you're killing your father. I mean, what are we doing over here? Don't do that, man. Come on.
You know I love him.
He's fine.
But you get what I'm saying. Like the people that were truly the Bulls fans at that time, it wasn't us. We didn't see that.
You sure it wasn't you? You sure you didn't see it?
I was around, but I was a child.
You were like 25.
I was a child.
You were 25, bro.
I have vague. I have fuck all three of y'all. I have vague memories of it, but I didn't watch it like that.
You weren't raising us.
I only have memories of watching like one Bulls game sitting on the edge of the bed in Co-op City, and that was like 98.
Very young.
Right.
But John, give us your over under for Boston.
Under, right? They're off to a cute start. I'm definitely taking it under.
He said cute.
Cute start. I'm taking it under. Come on, man. Ed and Kev was playing with they were trying to be objective, but I said what they
I was trying to be objective, but they still suck. They're not good.
Again, I'm gonna say under.
And also, it's too early.
And again, that's what I was about to say. With baseball having,
that's why you take the over under on their chances.
So I'm gonna take the under based on baseball having so many games. It's still so early in the season, but I am rooting for Boston to just make y'all upset. That's all I'm.
But look, I'm more honestly to me
because I feel like even if Boston was like 4th in the division, y'all be like, "What the fuck?" At the end of the season, like y'all be how?
Here's the thing.
And
the Red Sox,
I want to enjoy.
The Red Sox hate
like that.
The Red Sox hate that I have though. Like from when I was younger, it was awesome, right? I hated the Red Sox. Then they won the first one. I hated them even more. Then they won that second one. I was even more upset.
But Red Sox had a lot of great players that we loved, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other part too. So and they were all Dominican. So like obviously like it was like devil's advocate for me. But the other part too is that like after they beat the Astros, I was rooting for the Red Sox to beat the Astros. I didn't want I hate the Astros more than I hate the Red Sox at this point. I don't want that now when it came to the World Series, I was not rooting for the Red Sox. I was hoping they would lose. But whatever. I hate the Astros more than I hate the Red Sox. Don't bother me anymore, man. That rivalry is kind of like, I don't want to say it's dead, but it's dead, bro. They try to recreate it, but it didn't happen.
Gotcha. All right, so that's all over and under. We're gonna get into our last segment. Usually we end it with 5-5, but we're gonna kick it off with something new. It's called When You Hear This. Now,
Have to Marquee Miss.
Oh shit. Okay. Sorry. Scratch that. Cut that out. Up next, we got Marquee Miss. Drew was bitching about having this on the rundown, so I put it for him, and he ain't here solely because of his bitching. So Marquee Miss. Now we usually do it per sport. Now we're doing it Drew's way, which is you pick a Marquee Miss of your choosing. Sport, whatever sport, athletic activity, it's up to you. Your Marquee Miss. Johnny, what is your Marquee Miss for this week?
My Marquee Miss is MLB, and I took a different twist. I'm gonna take the Atlanta Braves versus the Brewers 3-game series that's set to begin on Friday. So that 3-game series that they have, that's my Marquee Miss.
Gotcha. All right, Ed, Marquee Miss.
I didn't think we were doing this week, but I'm gonna go with the Mets Rays series. Two teams that are up and coming. Two teams that are trying to, the Rays are, trying to repeat and go back to the World Series, and the Mets are obviously trying to rebuild something here. Their pitching's obviously there. We know it's there, even though with DeGrom being on the DL right now currently, but he'll be back for that hopefully. And the Mets are actually starting to hit now, so we'll see. It's an exciting time to be a Mets fan, but again, it's too early.
Series, and I almost went with Mets Rays. Almost.
Gotcha. All right, Kev.
So I just wanted to stick with baseball. My marquee miss right now, even though I know the Yankees are still like a brand name, but the last game of the Tampa Bay series that we're in right now is gonna be on Thursday when this airs, and I think the Rays and the Blue Jays are kind of, especially the Rays, they're taking us as a joke right now with the way we started the season. So I like a clean sweep of this 3-game set. So that would be Thursday's win, which by the time this airs, the game is 7:00 tonight, guys, on the day that this airs.
Gotcha. All right. My marquee miss is the Trailblazers Suns happening Thursday. Now, again, these games right before the season all play a big part in how the play-in is going to break down. Trailblazers are trying to stay out of the play-in, currently at the 6th spot in the West, so they don't have to. So the Lakers don't, get their 6th spot and they move into the 7th to play in the play-in. They're playing against Phoenix, who, although great, have been on a little slump coming towards the end of the season. So they're trying to get, their bearings back. So Trailblazers Suns is my marquee miss game for this week. Yeah, are we doing players? No, yes, no. I didn't put players on there, right?
I didn't put a player. I went with the series.
Yeah, I didn't do players either, but that's our marquee miss. All right, so our last segment, again, is something new we doing when you hear this. Now, again, we air on Thursdays. We shoot on Tuesdays, air on Thursday. So what bold prediction you have? So when the listeners listen to this episode, what bold prediction do you have for this week in sports? I'm gonna kick it off with mine. All right. So do something different. I'll kick it off. My bold prediction is, so when you hear this, Lakers will be gearing up and stuck in that 7th spot to take an L to go to state in the play-in tournament. That's my when you hear this. All right. So John, you got the Scrooge McDuck face. What is your when you hear this?
My bold prediction was all said and done. Lakers are jumping into that 5 seed.
Okay. When you hear this, Lakers will be jumping into the 5. All right.
They got to win tonight, and they got to win their next game against Houston. And Mavs already lost today, so it's possible.
It's possible. They up right now against the Knicks on this Tuesday night. All right, Ed. When you hear this,
I was going to go the Knicks were going to jump up to the 3 seed, but that's not going to happen. But I will say that the Yankees will be the number 1 seed in the AL East. They're only 2 games behind Boston. So
when you hear this, all right, good shit. Kev, when you hear this?
When you hear this, I was trying to see how many games that the Knicks have left, but
like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I think it's 3. Is this their last game before they come home, right? Somebody confirm for me real quick.
1 second. Knicks.
I think they finished their last 2 at home.
I got you. Give me 1 second, Knicks.
You guys are the worst Googlers in the world. They
Yeah.
got the Spurs on Thursday, and then they're home to the Spurs, they're home to the Hornets, and they're home to the Celtics.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
The Knicks are gonna.
that was still to be determined.
Those games are to be determined.
Yeah. So by the time you hear this, the Knicks will sweep and finish their last games and win them all going into the playoffs.
He's saying they're going 4-0. They're going to beat the Lakers tonight. They're going to win the next 3.
They're only losing by 3 right now.
Yeah.
They'll win tonight. They're going to win tomorrow. They're going to win the next day.
Right. So going into the play-in, the playoffs, complete winners for the Knicks. I like that. That's a good one. And that is our episode 4 of the OSA season 2, 54 for Drew. Again, thank you guys for coming. Hopefully we have our team back next week. Kev, you're going to be out next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Kev will be out next week. Hopefully we get our reliever Mariano in the building, aka Don Decap. Hopefully we have Don DQ and Don Drew back. You know how to squad here. Thank you guys for listening. Like always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Make sure you check out our other things that's on the C2 channel.
Johnny got a new podcast now.
Johnny got the podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Another City Opinion.
Another City Opinion is out there.
2 episodes out. Tune in.
2 episodes. Melanin Dining, more shit on the way. Make sure y'all stay to the end. Check out the dope track we got at the end. If y'all don't stay at the end, you know what I'm saying? Got some fire in the front and in the back. So this is the OSA. Make sure you share, like, comment, all that good shit. Whatever y'all thinking, whatever.
We are so immature.
I wasn't gonna react. Cat made a face.
No, I saw.
Yeah, but you laughed.
Yeah,
Cat made a face. So I was like, it tingled my New York sense.
That AEO sense. But yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a fan. Make sure you share, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. And like always, Ed.
He out.
Love, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself to forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on thin ice. And my ice skates been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch. But I'm a millionaire rich in the spirit. Yeah. Hoping you get my plight. 24 hours in a day. Goofy ass niggas might die by night. Stand clear. Hands in the air, I know my rights.